How odd. I am upside down, so I'm going to have to flip this so you can see. I am here again with a live video to show you some of the fun stuff that I received at Creativation from some amazing companies. One of these three companies, this one I went by the booth, and it is the Hefty Doodle booth. And they were giving away this adorable stamp and die set. They were together. When I went through the booth, I accidentally picked up two because I saw this side and then I saw the die on the other, and I thought it was two separate packages. So I have two here. I'm going to give one away to a viewer. I'll tell you about that at the end. And then the other things came from the Simon Says event that happened on Saturday night. And that is some really beautiful washi tape, Valentine's Day washi tape. It's called Kissing Booth. Pink and Main glossy dots in the rose gold. If you guys have not checked out Pink and Main, I encourage you to do so. I can leave you an affiliated link below. They have adorable dies and adorable stamps. The dies are all in this pink color, which I just love. But it also makes releasing your substrate from your stamp easier because it's a pink powder coating. It doesn't go on as a powder, but the coating, the pink helps. I love this company. I love it. It's so cute. And then last but not least, I used for the inspiration of my idea today, the magazine that we got, which is Scrapbook Cards in Today. They also were the ones helping sponsor this event, so big thanks to them. And the page that I found inspiration on, I had it marked, let's see here, was this one right here, and it was this gingham. And so not saying that my project's going to look like that today, but it just sparked an idea with me, so we're going to go with this. I believe that this is on newsstands right now. It's the winter 2018, and then you can find them at scrapbookandcards.com. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I took trading card about the size of a baseball card, 2.5 by 3.5 inches. My base for my ATC is actually going to be this red cardstock right here. And this is 2.5 by 3 inches. I cut this one down to 2.25 and 3.25 inches, and this is the one we'll be working on. We will mount on this in a moment. So to do this project, I wanted to use this cute little bleep blop translation I love you stamp on my ATC. I decided that I wanted to create a background, so I took my die, ran it through my Sizzix Big Shot, and created these little masking pieces that can go over the image that I'm going to stamp. I was going to stamp the image after I actually masked everything off and pull the mask off, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just stamp them right now. And by masking the image, that allows you to save your image, and you won't have to, if you want to create a background like I'm going to do with Distress Oxide, it won't contaminate your image. The masking tape that I'm using, the masking paper, is from Brutus Monroe. I've had it in my stash, and it was really easy to do with these die cuts. So if you have coordinating die cuts that are with your stamps, go ahead and try to mask them, because they will create a perfect mask and it will be no effort to you. So I'm going to ink up this little stamp by Hefty Doodle, and this I think was exclusive to Creativation, so you can't get it anywhere else. And then I'm just going to pop this kind of off to the center like so. And I am using Brutus Monroe Detail Ink and Raven for this. And then I am going to take my little cute heart, and I'm going to pop this one on as well. Actually, I did that in the wrong color. So let me stamp that off. Did that in the wrong color. I meant to do it in Wagon. This is a surface ink. It is a permanent ink by Brutus Monroe as well. It's a Wagon Red. The reason why I'm going with permanent inks right now is because I'm going to be using Distress Inks and water on top of it. And I don't want there to be any possibility of it smudging. Okay, so here's that one. And now I'm going to just shade in this image really quickly. And I'll do the sentiments on top last. But I'm going to use those same pencils that I used before to shade in my image. These are from Leisure Arts. I got them last year at Creativation. Never really played with them until a couple nights ago on live. I really, really love them. So for this little guy, I kind of want to make him Valentine-y looking. So I'm thinking I'm going to make him, no, you know what? I'm going to go with more traditional. I think I'm going to make him gray with little black highlights. So I'm just going to shade them in, and you don't have to shade them in on the foam pad like I'm using, but I just haven't moved it from when I stamped it. And sometimes it's nice when you're on a glass mat to just go ahead and use this foam pad, and it helps the color spread a little bit. Whenever you're using an acrylic stamp, you do want to go ahead and always use a foam pad, because you won't get a crisp image. There's like no insulation, so to speak, with the stamps. And I am not a colorist by any means. That is the one skill that I wish I was better, but I haven't taken the time to learn. I need to do that this year for sure, is take the time and learn how to be a better colorist. And then I think I'm going to make his cute little heart on his tail red. That's adorable. And I'm going to make his little dots here red. I'm also going to kind of color in his heart up here a little bit better. And then I'm just going to shade these in black, his little ears in black. And then I'm going to go ahead and mask them off, and we'll do the background on this little ATC card. Okay, so that's masked. This is done. Again, it's not, oh, and his little nose. I'm going to make his little nose red. Oh, so cute. So that's all colored in. Alcohol markers would be very cute on this as well. So from here, I want to go ahead and put those masks over him, and then I'm going to distress up the background with these two colors. It is Abandoned Coral and Picket Raspberry. I don't want to end up with brown, so I'm paying attention to my color family, and I'm keeping my reds with my pink. Those are both a red base. Abandoned Coral. All right, and I'm just going to lay this mask out over my stamped image. It may create a border in addition to masking it, which is totally okay. That'll just make him pop even more. This little one's hard to get off. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Okay, so there we go. All right, so here we go. And I just have that now all masked off. It's safe, it's ready, and you know, it's repositionable, which is good, because I don't like how I got that on. You can kind of see the image through the tape or through the sheet. Okay, so from here I'm going to go ahead and just use my two colors, Abandoned Coral Pick It Raspberry, and I'm just going to do a quick coloring on this. And again, I am using the Distress ink because I do want it to move, and I don't know, I just really like how Distress ink goes on. I really like how it applies. I do. I just like how it applies better than Distress Oxide. I'm just a Distress ink girl. I have Distress Oxide. I have probably 2/3 of the collection. And I like it too. It's not that I don't like it, but when I'm using my application with the dabber, I just prefer this over Distress Oxides. Okay, and then here is Abundant Coral. And I'm just going to go on in, rub it on in. Okay, so there's that. Let me go ahead and hit this with a little water. And let it move. Ooh, I love that. That's so cool. All right, so I'm just going to tap that off a little bit. And I am going to hit this with a heat gun just for the sake of time. I know it's boring to watch ink dry. Oop, helps if I turn on my outlet. Always dry the back. It does get wet on the back even though you can't see it. So always, always, always dry the back. Okay, that's feeling pretty good. I do want to add the other sentiments, and I also want to add some washi tape and then also some of these cute little glossy dots. So I am going to take my sentiment again right here and just add these in. I'm actually going to add the bottom sentiment first just to make sure I line it up right. And I'm just going to use this detailed ink once again to do so. I will remove the masking in just a minute. So the bottom is going to be a translation, I love you. And again, this is by Hefty Doodle. Cute little stamp. So I'm going to just put that about there. And let me grab the bleep blop bloop. This one here. And I'm going to put this just up here, like so. And now let's reveal our little cute guy. Oh, something else I'm going to do is the dies and the stamps. I am going to store that. I thought I had it with the Sizzix little things I showed you guys yesterday. Oh, here they are. These Sizzix new Sidekick pouches. I'm going to store these together in one of these because the little paper that it came in is not going to hold. So I like to store my stamps and my dies together. Just makes it easier. So that again was the Sizzix Sidekick that they gave us. Their side order storage envelopes. Now it's together. I don't have to worry about it falling apart because that's what I would have had to store it in. All right, so let's go ahead and just take this off. And again, it is going to give me a little bit of a border, which I'm totally okay with. There he is, or she, whatever we want our little doggy to be. Oh, so cute. Now let me go ahead and finish this off with some washi tape, and then we will mount it onto our ATC. And also I want to put some Glossy Dots by Pink and Main on it. So the washi tape, you guys have got to know now that I am a huge gingham fan. I love gingham. So I'm going to be using the gingham. My kids are home, so if you hear any kind of a noise upstairs, it's because they're home. So there is the end to this. This washi tape is so cute. And I'm just going to line it up like so. Kind of on the bottom right there. Actually, let me throw some of this just up here just to keep it in line so I can lay it out. I really don't care if I use a ton of washi tape just because I never go through it. So, you know, I definitely will use it on everything. I will mask things off with it, I'll line it up, I'll use things to hold it in place. Okay, so there is that. And let me go ahead and put on some of these Glossy Dots. And then I will mount it. So this is some really pretty tape. Really pretty tape. I love it. All right, so for this one, I was going to do a run of them down here, but now I'm thinking I should kind of put them all around. So let me do one here maybe, and then let me do a medium one right here, and then a smaller one right up here, and we'll do a smaller one kind of up there, and then one more over here. And oop, got stuck on my finger. All right, now I'm just going to mount this on an ATC. I'm going to use to mount my foam dots, and I'm just going to use these right here. Just to give it a little bit of dimension. Now you may be going, well, that's cute, but I don't do ATCs, which is totally fine. I'll show you what you can do with this to turn it into a card. All right, it's so easy. You guys, this right here is a perfect example of why I like scrapbook adhesive stuff better. Because do you see how this is just kind of icky when it comes up? Scrapbook adhesive dots don't do this. They're 3D, they're foam, like they're little foam squares. They're pop dots, they don't do this. So this is a cheap knockoff brand. So yeah, see, it's just horrible. All right, so we're going to place this up here, and there we go. Okay. All right, so you're like, that's cute, but I don't do ATCs. I don't trade them, I don't do them. So that's okay. We're going to make a card out of it, and it's going to take no time at all. I take a pre-made card base that I already have. I'm going to pop down some of this card front like a mat. And this is the gingham. It's in the Authentique paper line. The What's Cooking. I used this on live this week already on another project. So then I'm going to pop this down on top of that. This is a basil cardstock. It is the dots out of my craft room. So this is going to go down like this. And finally, I'm going to mount this in the center, and now you just have a card. Now, I'm not going to put adhesive on the back because I have pop dots down. I'm going to put adhesive directly on my cardstock, making sure that I pay attention to how much space I need behind it. And there we go. So now you have a cute little card out of this really cute little stamp set. So to take it even a step further, you can actually go ahead and with your envelope, you can use some washi tape on your envelope to make it coordinate with your card. And what I do to do this is I think for this one, I'm going to use this washi tape. So it looks Valentine's-y daisy. Valentine's-y daisy. I just think I made up a new word. And just run it around the bottom. If I can find the end to it. There it is. There's the end. Or the beginning, I should say. Fresh washi tape. Now for this, I really stretch this out because I'm going to wrap it around the back as well. All right. So line that up. I get about fourth, there we go. Take it all the way down, tear it off. Now we are just going to lift and flip. And now we have a cute little matching envelope. You don't want to go too crazy with washi tape on the back on your envelopes because postal workers really, the machines don't always like it. So if you're going to do washi tape, just do one strip. All right. So this is how you can get this little free stamp. I'm going to be giving away this free stamp within this card. So I'm going to give away this whole thing. I need you to tell me, do you prefer making ATCs? Or do you prefer it on a card? So let me know in the comments below, ATC or cards, and I will announce the winner sometime. Let's see, let's cut this off on Tuesday. I'll announce the winner Tuesday, February 5th on who this goes to. So just comment down below. ATC or card. Oh, I already got a card from Sue. All right, guys, I want you to have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Until next time, happy crafting.